salutations, good citizens. This is Laz. Welcome back to the Fright Club, your one-stop shop for all things horror. Alrighty, and before I start, I do want to say two things. One, I hope you all had a turkey day. Hope you all, those who celebrate, I hope you all had a good turkey day. Hope it was full of good food, good family, good fun, some good football, and a lot of tryptophan. And the second thing is, because I haven't done this in a while, I haven't said this in a while, but I would like to say, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe. Ring that bell thingy, whatever that bell thingy does, so you never miss an episode of me and my giant head talking about horror. So, with that out of the way, I'll probably do this again. I'll probably do that again like 3 months from now. Who knows? But I want to try a little something different today. To know for the last couple episodes, at least what you're seeing my big old head, I was saying, hey, is this movie as bad as the reputation that it has? Is it really that bad? I want to try like the reverse of that. I want to do a review or what have you about why I love a certain movie, like any movie. Now, the one I'm going to pick is, to keep with the Halloween theme I was doing, why Halloween H2O is my favorite of the Halloween franchise. Now, this may have a little bit of spoilers. A little bit. But, since this movie's almost 30 years old, there's got to be a statute of limitations on these spoiler things. But if you don't want to be spoiled, if you want to go watch the movie, pause here, come on back. And watch it. Go watch it, come on back, we'll be here. But anyway, so the plot of the movie is, it's your first ever new timeline in the Halloween franchise. It ignores 4 through 6, and it just goes, and it happens, 1 happened, 2 happened, and now H2O. And it's 20 years after Myers' rampage, and you have Laurie Strode, now going by the name Carrie Tate, and she is in a posh, steal a line from the movie, a posh California private school. It's her and her I said nephew, that's not right. Her and her son John, who's played by Josh Hartnett. I believe this is his first movie. But so Josh, his class is going to Yosemite. I want to say Yosemite for like a class trip, and he wants to go. Laurie will let him go because she's terrified of Myers still. She's still having nightmares, and she's still taking pills for it, and she's a heavy drinker. And so he wants to go. She says no, emphatically. So him and his friends, his girlfriend, who's played by Michelle Williams, can't remember her name, leave me alone, and their friends, I'm going to say hot chick number 2, who's played by Jodie O'Keefe. So I'm going to refer to these characters by their actual names. And the third friend, whose name I don't remember at all, but I'm going to call him Crispin Glover for now. He looks nothing like Crispin Glover. Matter of fact, he looks more like, I'm going to call him I'm going to call him, not Stifler. Oh God, I can't remember. Never mind, I was about to call him by the kid's name, and a nerdy kid, I'm forgetting whatever, in American Pie, I can't remember his name. So I was going to call him Nerdy Guy. So you got Julian O'Keefe, Julian O'Keefe, Michelle Williams, Nerdy Guy, and Josh Hartnett. So, they decide they're going to hang back and have their own Halloween party in the school. And, but then, of course, Laurie says, hey, son, here you go. Here's your permission slip. I'm gonna let you go. And he goes to them and goes, Argh! And then, so they're there. And then Myers shows up. Wackiness ensues. He stalks them. He mows down people. And then, he gets past the security gate, and somehow security guard LL Cool J, he gets past him. And Laurie has a boyfriend who's played by Adam Arkin. Adam Arkin, I think that's who it is. It's either Alan or Adam. I think Adam's the son. But he's there. They're dating, and they have a great chemistry. Adam Arkin and Jamie Lee Curtis have a great chemistry in this movie, and like she tells him who he is. She tells him like who she really is, and then the killings happened. I forgot about the beginning of the movie. Movie begins with oh wow, can't think of the nurse. Damn, and I'm a Halloween fan. My brain's just blanking. So, but you get the nurse from the first movie, the smoking nurse. Her house is broken into, so she gets her neighbors, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and other guy, to check out the house. Joseph Gordon-Levitt goes check out the house. Nothing's there. He says, "Oh, someone destroyed your office," and blah, blah, blah. And then he steals 2 beers from her, and then so nurse goes back into the office. Into her home, sees the office destroyed, and she sees that Laurie Strode's file was missing, like all the paperwork in there. And then, like, they call the cops. Cops aren't showing up, and then she goes back to her neighbor's house because she feels like there's someone in her home. And then she sees that Jordan Gordon-Levitt has been killed by a ice skate in the face. Which I thought that was pretty cool. And his friend's dead. And then she runs back to her. No, then she's trying to escape. Myers shows up. And he kills her as the cops are at her place or whatever. And it's a really good sequence. It's a really cool, intense sequence. And so, yeah. So we get in the movie where Myers is in the school. He's killing people. He kills Jordan O'Keefe in a really interesting way. Not the kill. I mean, the kill is just when he actually kills her. It's itself. But the build to it is really interesting. And makes you go, ah! Because there's certain things in movies where they've always said, I have no idea what it feels like to get stabbed. Luckily enough for me. So that doesn't really make me go, oh. But like in Halloween 2, the kid with the razor blade in his mouth. Man, anything with teeth. I'm done. And also like the pencil in the ankle in Evil Dead. And also the epidural in The Exorcist. Which I watched with a room full of dudes. And I think there was 2 ladies in there during my horror club. Every guy had one. Nope. I think the chicks watched. I can't remember, but in my head, I saw a bunch of dude heads. Nope. So this sequence involves a dumbwaiter and an ankle, or at least part of the leg, near the ankle anyway. And and then this final confrontation comes down between Laurie and Myers, and like this movie still has my favorite sequence in any Halloween movie, and it's not like a giant big set piece sequence. It's just Laurie gets her son and his girlfriend out of the school. She closes the iron gate in the school, destroys the pad to open the gate, is walking, gets breaks an axe out of the glass case, whatever, and she just stands there and he just goes, Michael, as the music swells. I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. I honestly am. Every time I watch my it's my favorite sequence out of any Halloween movie ever. And then the battle ensues. And I won't spoil the ending. Well, actually, I will, but not yet. Because my thing is, this movie does, to me anyway, what a lot of slasher movies don't do. I can't think of many, really. Halloween 1, four and 5, and yes, I'm saying 5. I like the annoying chick no one likes. I like her. She makes me chuckle. We got Halloween 1, 4, 5, H2O. Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 3, 4. Freddy's Dead. Nightmare has the most of this, but one of the good is where you like every character. Like, you like them all. Like, there's not one character in Halloween 1 I don't like with the cast you have. Same with this one. There's not one person in this movie I don't like. There's not one character where I'm like, I want to see you die. You know, so it's not like that Jason, it's not like the Friday 13th thing where there's at least 2 or 3 people you want to see just get taken out. Like, at least there's one. There's one main one. You're like, when they die, you're like, yes! You know. This one doesn't have any of those. So, to me, it works in that aspect because you have all these characters that you care about, that you like. So, when they start going down, you're like, oh, that sucks. I like that person. You know, I don't want to see this person die or get hurt. So, it does that, which I enjoy. Man, this video's going to be a lot longer than I anticipated. So, you know, I do. I think that looks really well. I like the style of it. I like the film. I like the pacing of this. Now, I know this movie gets shit on a lot for 2 things. One, I keep hearing this called the Scream version of Halloween, which I still don't get. I don't get that. Or maybe it was Dawson's Creek Halloween, which, I mean, I get it because you get Michelle Williams, who was in Dawson Creek, but, like, I mean, yeah, like, it's one of those, oh, we have young stars. I'm like, do you have young stars in every one of them? Like, the first one had a bunch of young stars. Like, it was Jamie Lee Curtis's first movie, for Christ's sakes. So, I don't get that. I've never understood that. And there's none of that Scream, tongue-in-cheek, wink-wink bullshit either. Like, not at one point do any of the characters go, oh, hey, remember this in another horror movie or any of that nonsense? No. Doesn't happen. So I've never understood that. And the second thing this movie gets shit on for is the mask, which is fair. This mask changes, I think. I think there's like, what, 4 different versions in this movie? And I still don't know why they just didn't stick with this mask from 6, which is still my favorite Halloween mask. Because they had it and they used it in the beginning, and then they decided to go with one version, whatever. And then the CGI mask, which I've heard people, oh, I noticed that the first time I saw it. I didn't. And I don't remember if I saw this on DVD or tape, honestly. I don't remember. I think it was DVD, but I didn't catch it the first time. I think it was because I was just enjoying the movie too much. I really wasn't, oh, hey! At least in my head, I don't think so. So I really enjoyed all that. I really did. Like, everything about this movie to me works. Like, the pacing, the set pieces, the fact that it's not a whole lot of blood, which I actually like. Don't get me wrong, I love gore, but I always like, at least with Halloween, I always like it when it's not overly gory. Like, you have a little bit here and there, but not too much. And so, yeah, the kills are good. And I like the guy who plays Myers. I really do. I think he does a good job. You know, I love the sequence where I don't know if this gets shit on a lot, but where he just drops from the ceiling. I'm like, that is so cool. I don't care. That is so neat. And when we get to the ending, where Myers is pinned between an ambulance and a tree, and he's reaching towards Laurie, and Laurie's like, reach back, and then she cuts his freaking head off, and that's it. And I wish I saw this in theaters, because I've heard in theaters when this happened, everyone cheered. And I didn't see this in theaters, unfortunately. Wish I did. But, so, and for me, that ending worked. Like, perfect ending. Absolutely perfect. But then, of course, it makes money. So Mustafa Khan's like, no, we need to make another one. And you get the opening of fucking Resurrection, where they show, this is what really happened. And you're sitting there going, no. But the whole idea that Myers got up, crushed the trachea, or the voice box of a med, changed his clothes, puts him in the mask, puts him in the body bag, and off you go. And all I could think of was, one, this dude's the same size as Michael Myers. Like, really? All right, that's convenient. But two, like, oh, like, oh, he couldn't scream. But I'm like, why wouldn't you just? At one point, at no point does he do this, which is stupid. And also, any human being who's pinned between an ambulance and a tree is dead. There's no moving. You're dead. It works when it's Michael Myers because it's Michael fucking Myers. So, I mean, the man survived getting blown up. So, if he survives getting exploded, I'm sure you can survive that. So it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And it cheapens the ending of H2O, which sucks. But for me, I love this movie. I really do. The cast is good. Acting's really good. Jamie Lee Curtis brings it. And it's really weird, interesting watching this with 2018 now. Because she still get the Laurie Strode has PTSD and is a heavy drinker. But she's still more balanced in H2O, I think, as opposed to 2018 where she's basically Sarah Connor, which I'm not complaining about. I love it. But at the same time, you know, different strokes, different folks. So that's it. That's why I love this movie. I would love to hear your opinions. If you've made it this far, bless you, good citizen. Because shit, I wouldn't sit here and listen to me talk for almost 17 minutes. But, yeah, as it may, stay tuned. I got some fun stuff for this month. And there'll be more live streams, whether or not anyone shows up. But I enjoy them. I enjoy getting out there and chatting. But until next time, good citizens, peace be with you. Catch you on the flip side, and good journey.